Hello, this is Invector, and today I will be talking about the delay of Path of Exile 2. Jonathan Rogers announced today that the launch of Path of Exile 2 will be delayed by 3 weeks, and the new release date is 6th of December. The reason for this delay is the infrastructure. The accounts and account links to various platforms such as Steam, and everything related to purchases made by these accounts makes it difficult for GGG to launch Path of Exile 2 early access. The main reason for the delay is that they will release a supporter pack or multiple supporter packs, and they want the acquisition of these supporter packs to be as smooth as possible. They realize what kind of gold mine they are sitting on, and they want the mine to be as perfect as possible so they can mine all the gold. Now don't get me wrong, I love GGG and I completely understand that they want no problems when it comes to taking our money. This, however, was not a surprise for me and many other people. The radio silence from GGG was noticeable, and people had started asking questions about the release. Now we know what happened. Now I don't think Jonathan is lying about this. He seemed genuine, and as far as we know, he has no reason to lie about this. They have been forthcoming about everything about the production and the release of the game, and even though I have lost my trust in most of the game studios, GGG is still one of the few that still has my trust. I will however share my gut feeling about Path of Exile 2 and about Jonathan himself. I like Jonathan, he seems like a cool, genuine guy. He's not some corporate suit there to make some product to sell to consumers. He's a gamer and he's making a game for other gamers. However, in the past couple of years, while listening to him and the things he's saying about Path of Exile and its future, I've built up a shell against Jonathan. I completely trust Chris Wilson or Mark Roberts when it comes to game development and the path they forged for the game for us to walk on. But with Jonathan, not so much. The way he talks, the way he answers questions, the things he has planned for Path of Exile 2 don't make me calm down and trust GGG to deliver a game as good as Path of Exile. When they announced that they were separating Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2, I was overjoyed, because I feared that what we all love will be ruined or destroyed. The movie franchises that we love, the TV shows that we love, and the games we love have been corrupted before. Franchises such as Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Marvel Universe, the DC Universe, Aliens, and games like Mass Effect, Halo, World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, and especially Diablo all tell us a story of awesomeness and turning into either mediocrity, blandness, and decay. Path of Exile is one of the games I still love, respect, and support, and I don't want it ruined, I fear for it. Let me give you an example. There was a game called Tota Underworlds, perhaps you've heard of it. That game was awesome. Me and my friends played it almost every day and enjoyed it a lot. It was an auto chess like TFT, but it was way more simpler. It was a great game to just relax and chat with friends while enjoying the game. They introduced a patch that ruined everything and changed the game forever, and almost all of us stopped playing immediately. I don't like it when games get changed for the worse or just for the sake of change. Now this does not mean that great games can't ever be made again, or Path of Exile 2 will be bad or anything, but I am worried. Let me give you a Path of Exile example. When they made the flask changes back in I think it was Calandra League, they made flask changes such as freeze immunity were reactionary. You couldn't just keep chugging the flask and be immune. You would need to hit the flask when you're frozen to get thawed, and the immunity would last for just 2 seconds. Almost literally everyone hated this because Path of Exile is not a reactionary game. I believe Jonathan wanted this change. Now, I can't prove it, but thankfully they reverted most of these changes. Jonathan said that the summons and the auras will work with a new resource called Spirit in Path of Exile 2, and he said that he wanted this change to be done in Path of Exile 1 as well, but it was overruled. I am glad that this change didn't see the day of light in Path of Exile 1, since I think the mana reservation way of using auras is perfect in Path of Exile and does not need to be changed. I am a software developer, and we always say, don't change unless broken. I don't think the way mana works is broken in Path of Exile, and I don't want it changed. Now back to the whole thing about Path of Exile 2. I want this game to succeed. I want this game to blow our minds. I want to love it as much as I love Path of Exile. However, the reactionary aspect of the game, such as using a flask when it's needed, or using oil, then ignition to set enemies on fire, even though it sounds awesome, does not sound like Path of Exile to me. I hope that none of my worries come to fruition, and Path of Exile 2 is just another game by Grinding Gear Games, and we enjoy the hell out of it. But for now, I will stay skeptical. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe. I will be making more Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 content in the future. Stay tuned.